Um, Ravens apparently has some worries about his physical. They failed him. Um, which lead to a lot of people speculating that you know Ravens was losing some players in fantasy. They didn't like the fact that the Raiders was starting all these players and they had they picks. Ravens wanted their picks back because they was losing a lot of key people on their roster. So they get the picks back. They fail Max Crosby. He goes back to Raiders. Could he possibly be traded again? I don't know. What's the rules on that? But it's a lot of fishy stuff going on with Baltimore. Um, them Giants is looking good. Like, some former player from the Giants is going to um um some former player from the Ravens is going to the Giants. So it's just not looking good over there in Baltimore. It was high 24 hours ago. Now it's like at the all time low. Now you lost a lot of key players, and you don't have Max Crosby, and you still gotta go out there and you still gotta go out there and get some players in free agency. Um, how I feel about it. Damn, I got a black. I don't know. It might be a mark on my face, but how I feel about it. I just felt like I don't know what the Ravens is doing. As again, like if I don't understand why would you trade for a guy for two first round picks and panic after you losing all your players on your roster that you try to pull a fast one and get send him back to the Raiders. But the Raiders still they can still afford all the players on the 88 sign the free agency and plus the Matt Crosby contract, so they'll be fine. As for the Ravens, I I don't know what you go from here, buddy. Hopefully they can figure out some stuff down the road, but it's not looking good for if you're a Ravens fan. Um, yeah. So now they went from possibly being like one to win a championship to now like, all right, man, you lost some key pieces. Now how you gonna retool? Um, hopefully you can hit in the draft, but like, what's the likelihood of all your draft picks hitting? Hopefully you can sign. A lot of fans talking about sign Hendrickson. Um, hopefully he can stay healthy. But you gotta hope you can get him whenever like just sign him to whatever contract he needs he wants to. I mean I think he's still good, decent player. That'd be a nice pickup, and hopefully he have a healthier season than last this past season with the Bengals. But if they can still get Henderson, um, it still can be, and they still have their picks. If you can still get Henderson to have your picks, that'd be fine. If you don't end up getting Henderson, you but you have your picks, which is not like you're not like gonna be picking the top of the round. Um, I don't know. This would probably be like a meh kind of off season for the Ravens because Matt Crosby is really like the one thing you was hanging your hat on, and now you don't have him. Now you gotta hope you can get someone else. Hopefully you can get Henderson. Um, you get a lot of some of the like pass rushes. A lot of the pass rushes have gone, got traded and whatnot. So hope you can find someone. Henderson is the best one who's still out there. So um, yeah, let's move on. So, that's not even the topic of the night. The topic of the night is well, Let me get it for y'all. Let me get it for y'all. Bam, wham, bam. Thank you, man. Hold on, hold on. Let me pull it up. Bam breaks Kobe's scoring record.
Another mighty NBA adventure. Teams looking for their 37th win of the season. And paymaster leader, he answered that helps the Heat
Boy, this has caused some chaos. Bam ends up with 83 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. This is when he get close to the record.
67 points. Here's Ben. Got foul. It goes. History in the NBA by an individual player. Into Bam. Yes. And the foul. He's got 76.
So, people getting just off. Jason Tatum reportedly frustrated with Bam out about after Kobe. Yeah, so Bam breaks the record for Kobe, 81 point game. It's hilarious. A guy who never averaged over 30. I don't even know if he averaged over 25. He averaged in 18. I think about 18 this year. He breaks the scoring title. This quite literally, it was a. Hey, I say this for Bam. Hey man, breaking that scoring title. I don't care if anybody say, man, you got to do that whatever you can. Even though at the end it get unethical at the end, yes, it was a lot of foul. But if you can do it, you can do it. Um, but Bam being the one that broke Kobe 81 point game is interesting. It's crazy that a lot of people have conspiracy theories that Bam mother and his girlfriend was in the audience tonight. Conspiracy? I think so, buddy. But no, in all seriousness, like I don't think the NBA. I seen it on Twitter. Like, you think the NBA is gonna want to have Bam as the guy who break the 81 point game? No. So I think eventually it was gonna happen. Bam being the player that did it, I don't think nobody expected and nobody wanted because it's the reaction of people around the league. A lot of people are mad about it. Some people are upset. Some people are okay with it. Some people think it's crazy. I personally think, hey man, if Kobe was here today, he would have been happy that somebody broke it. He would have been shocked if it's Bam for sure. But I don't think um, Kobe would have any ill will towards Bam. It was going to happen eventually. Um, Bam being the player that did it, kind of crazy. Um, just going to have a spark a lot of interesting debates around the league. You're going to get some of those. Is it too easy to score? Is it do we allow the floodgate to get too floody? All right, should have closed this down a couple years ago and make it tougher. But that's just it's gonna be those conversations for the next couple of days, and that's just up to everybody else. I just really happy for Bam to do this. It's still crazy that he did it because he only had one 40 point game before this in his career, so it's crazy. Um, but as the like now this also down to some getting into some weird territory now. You get into Kobe stands who don't like the fact that Bam broke it because it's this kind of they feel like this ruined Kobe legacy, and you got the Kobe haters who rejoice because they're like, oh, finally that far is out the history books or whatever. Um, to me, those two people are weird. If you're on the side of um, I can't believe Bam broke it. This is so disgrace. Bro, get over yourself, man. Kobe's legacy is much bigger than a 81 point game in a season where he missed the playoff, bro. I think Kobe would have he would have been proud of Bam, and I think Kobe would have been okay with him breaking his record, bro. Um, and also for the people who you just as a weird thing to shit on Kobe legacy, um, you're weird too. But I don't expect anything less than people who like that. Like, cause it's just so much like fandom and like now I've been arguing with people like on the internet about Kobe, and I'm just done. Um, y'all just it's just whatever. I was just like it's just like just people, like you seen what Shea when he possibly considered his MVP, and now people talking trying to say he surpassed Kobe. Hey man, these people are not real people. These people are just trying to get click and views on the internet. I'm just learning that now. You just kind of just gotta stay off the internet. Um, if I went to any people like this in real life who like just like to tear people down legacy and not, I can have a conversation with them because I feel like they like when you say it in person, people don't realize how stupid they sound when they on the internet. You just say it in person and you argue with them, and then they just realize, oh, I'm a fucking idiot. I think a lot of this, it's a lot of that going on. With this NBA, Twitter, for sure, this reinstated that, yo, NBA, NFL Twitter, which one is better? If you like toxic, NBA Twitter is better, but you just like cool conversation, NFL is definitely better. Because like, bro, if somebody break Peyton Manning record of 55 or with a 55 touchdown or something like that, and it happened to be someone like freaking Jared Goff, we would not be like having a conversation about what Peyton Manning legacy really, how really impressive it was, like or not, like or someone like Lamar Jackson, like he win MVPs or whatnot. Like people are not having a conversation about is Lamar Jackson over Peyton Manning. It's just the only thing that happened in the NBA. You got a lot of players who's not really fan of team; they're just fan of players, and it's a lot of weirdos in behind these fan accounts. There's people who don't know like these players like you're a fan of actually look up to the other players that you're trying to shit on. So it look kind of weird like to them. Like imagine if like one of these Bron fans try to say the nasty stuff they say about Kobe, or the Kobe fan that try to say the nasty stuff they say about Bron, like in front of Bron or Kobe. They would look at y'all like y'all weird or loser. They look at y'all like what is wrong with you, bro? They'll be like, yo, bro, is you cool? Like these people are actually friends with each other, and I'm being honest with you or not. You can do all this arguing, but no one in the media give a fuck about what we think about who's the greatest. They don't give a fuck. All right, they really don't. All they care about is respecting amongst their peers, and that's it. It's a lot of bickering and a lot of people just hating on trying to take people legacy now, and it's just weird, bro. And that's a tell only happening in basketball. We don't do that in football. We don't do that in baseball as much. We don't do that in like soccer. Soccer you can probably stage a little bit, but like man, I think with soccer and NBA probably is like the one where like people can really get toxic with each other, and it's just like, bro, you have your top five. I have my top five. We can argue. Sometimes I can argue with my friends, but whatnot. But at the end of the day, bro, it's just who you like more. Alright, you none of your list is consistent. There's no like criteria. You guys don't have a real criteria of who you like. Like I seen that with the Bleacher Report with the top NBA 100 player when they had like Kobe at 11. It's just like, bro, if you go down and look at these criteria, it's just like, bro, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. It's just people just like certain players and they hate certain players. They don't like certain players just because they don't like them or whatnot. Their personality. It have nothing to do with the player. It's just who they like. People. like certain people. Some people hate certain players. As me, um, my list always gonna be Kobe, Jordan, Vaughn. Those three in that order. Um, those, those. And I don't. At time, I might even say Bron just because I just thought more of Bron. So I would say Kobe, Bron, then Jordan. But like, it's it's so toxic. Like people wanna put their guys or whatever ahead of people. They want to tear people's legacy apart. It's just like, man, if you don't like a player, just say you don't like them. Stop trying to play behind this agenda or this player did this. Like, just say I don't like that nigga. Yo, I don't like Vaughn. He's not in my top five. Why you don't like Vaughn? Cause I just don't like him. I like Kobe better. Or I just don't like Kobe. Curry better. I'm sorry. I didn't. I didn't really watch Kobe. All I watched was Curry. Curry shooting 16, 17. That's what moved me into basketball. Okay, I think people need to be um, more truthful. Stop trying to play politics or stop trying to be like this is why or this guy is better than that guy. Like just be truthful with yourself. Um, Stop trying to hide behind certain agendas of why you don't like this player or not. Just be honest. Tell the truth. You don't like Jason Tatum. You don't like Jalen Brown. You don't like Luca. You don't like you don't like Bam. You don't like Jokic. You don't like them. I don't know why you don't like them because some of these players are great, but you just don't like them. You don't like Kobe. You don't like Magic. You never like Bird. Just say you don't like these players. You don't like Tim Duncan. You thought Tim Duncan was born. That's why Tim Duncan is not in your top five. You don't like Bill Russell because Bill Russell didn't play in your time and he was playing during segregation basketball. You don't like him. You never really watched one of the watch um, Bill Russell highlights. Bill Russell was way before your time. I think this is more people be more honest and stop trying to be like these weird stands and whatnot. Like these people who try to drag down Kobe, but you have a LeBron Stan account who was friend with Kobe. So if you think this about Kobe, then what do you think about Bron, who's friends with him? Um, I've been seeing a lot of that. Like people thinking stuff about Kobe, but when I say, okay, you could think about Kobe, but he's friends with Bron. So what do you think of Bron? I'm just it's a profile pic. I don't care. It's like okay, man. You people just don't like this person. Um, no matter what people have to say or provide context and evidence to stuff that happened, people will always just not like this player or whatnot. So it's just an endless cycle. For a long time I just stay away with NBA Twitter. I just stay away from it because it's stupid. It's stupid. Um, y'all don't really like basketball. Y'all just like y'all player that play basketball the way that they play it. Y'all don't like basketball in general. Because if you like, I can watch it, Bam, and say, yo, that was impressive what he did the first couple quarters. But I can also say, yeah, that was nasty how he tried to break the record. He shot all them free throws. So like the most free throws in the NBA game history. It is nasty. I'm not gonna look at it as like when Kobe scored at 81 point, but I can still appreciate what he did. Like it's just a player. Even if he didn't get to 84 3 points, he did like the night. Even him getting to 70 is and crazy impressive. That would have been a crazy night. But him breaking the record is also crazy because you just. But now, was there other players who could potentially break it. Like I know Harden got like 60 points in 3 quarters for sure, but they didn't break it for whatever reason. He was the one who Fred was the one who was like, "Hey, if we can get close to it, we can break it," and he broke it. Um, I have no problem with it. Um, it's just funny because like NFL, like it's like we have crazy games like that too. Like look at the Dolphins; they scored 70 points on the Broncos a couple years ago, and the season after that, like ever since then, like I feel like the Miami Dolphins went down. The Broncos, like I'm gonna explain that to the future generation that oh yeah, this Miami team scored 70 points in a game before, and they never even been to a conference championship since what the '70s and whatnot. They didn't even go to the conference championship. They didn't even go to the. They forget the Super Bowl. They haven't been to a conference championship since, and they lost their quarterback and the whole team since then. And the Broncos after that went on to the AFC championship before the Dolphins. Like imagine telling somebody that. So it's just these crazy moments in the NBA and like and stuff in sports happen all the time. So this be like another crazy moment. Shout out to the band for breaking the record, man. Let's see some reaction around the league.
And this shit was live. I don't think you understand, bro. We're gonna be able to talk about this till we old, bro. That night Bam passed Kobe, bro. Yeah, but it's like why I feel like why I feel bad. Because it's Kobe, but the thing is, it's like Kobe should still be number two. But look, now we putting our emotions in. Yeah, you're right, right. And he did what he did. But that was only we saw him getting double teamed and triple teamed after like $50. Yeah. So he was shooting. I think it's I don't want to discredit nothing. Yeah. Whatsoever. And I'm not gonna do that because Kobe, a lot of Kobe points when he scored 81, it was a little easy. It was simply points. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because he was on his way out. But Bam, I just feel like it's something with the Wizards. Yeah.
But that's funny. But a lot of people saying making comparisons to the Wilt Chamberlain when he scored 100 points, and they're saying this stuff that was happening. Um, niggas saying Bam scored 83 points. That nigga definitely scored 100 points. Bam had the most points anyone ever seen in the history of this sports. It's crazy, man. And his KD acting back into it.
I was hearing it in real time. It's like he got 30 in the first quarter, 70. Congratulations to Bam. I know how much work he puts in. I looked at the stat sheet. It's pretty crazy. 40 shots, 40 free throws, 23. That takes a lot of stamina, man. It takes a lot of energy to go out there and put those shots up, and also make them set a record. Surpass Kobe as the second highest scoring player in the history of the game. I mean, damn. Congrats to him. Huge, huge accomplishment. Something we're gonna be talking. I'm just like, he got 30 in the first quarter. He got 70.
Let's see some of the comment. I love KD when he goes in fan mode. He just be like a people talking about. Yeah, people get him. Some people mad. But if you enjoy basketball, this is a crazy night, and it was a fun night. A lot. I know I had some of my family came in, watched the game, watched this. This history happening, bro. Like like some people wasn't even like old enough to know basketball to see Kobe drop 81 points in the game. So to now, like some of us being older now, um, really seeing what it look like for someone to go on a crazy run like that. I think it would be broken eventually, but for sure, this is kind of crazy being Bam breaking the record. Um, it's kind of crazy that Bam broke the record, but hold on. All right, good morning. Quick little action. So the Ravens didn't fall through with the Max Crosby drill, and this morning it was announced that they are starting trading into a 4-year deal. A lot of people around the league, and some league sources are saying that the Ravens possibly got cold feet. They just went back on this deal because whatever reason, they knew everything about the injury before they traded for Max Crosby, and I guess whatever they did wasn't okay with other players they were losing, and um, they tried to figure a way out they can get their pace back, and they was able to get it back. Um, a lot of apparently around the league, a lot of people saying this is kind of weird on the Ravens part, but Raven fans trying to defend against like league of like people who've been covering the league for years. They're trying to defend their team. It's whatever. This is just like a weird thing that they did try to do. Trade didn't go to the Ravens, so I guess it's worked out for the Ravens in the long run. Still got a lot of still lost a lot of good decent players. So who knows what they're gonna do in the draft and what else they do in free agency. But weird way how they try to spin it. Like you just see like the fans trying to do the best they can to make it seem like they didn't know what were they getting. Everybody knew about Max Crosby injury. They knew about the timeline and everything. A lot of people were reporting that they knew, so they just trying to gaslight people into thinking they found out something they didn't know. But it's whatever. So they went back on the trade and they got Trey Henderson. So whatever. This could be looking crazy potentially. How the Ravens finish the season if they don't finish good, which is definitely they got to win the Super Bowl. Um, I don't think people would, if they have another year of flame off in the playoff, or you miss the playoff like you did last year, or if the Giants have a better record next year, it's going to be hell on earth for Ravens fans. So we'll see how this ends up for the Ravens.